Good morning. This is Bobby Dupre with the Bobby Dupre Show, presented to you each Thursday morning at 7 a.m. And of course, it replays at 7 a.m. on Friday morning on television and the internet. And of course, on Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m., the show replays itself. And on radio, of course, many of you, for the last 35, we own our 36th year of the Bobby Dupre Show. And now, besides 12:30 a.m. on your dial, you also are receiving it on 105.3 out of Simpsport, Louisiana, way over there in Avoyelles Parish. Mm-hmm. And my sidekick here, Andrew.
Well, good morning, Chief.
And then more and more of you are watching it on your computers at home through the internet. Mm-hmm. And
or the replays on their iPhone via YouTube.
Right.
They can even do it that way.
Well, how about it not streaming on the YouTube?
You can stream, not on YouTube, you can stream it direct from the website, mm-hmm. or you can watch it archived off of YouTube. Okay. Or your iPad.
So,
I mean, you got 1,000 ways. I mean, we're everywhere.
And this is Andrew Gitros. In case I just
one more time.
One more time.
I'm gonna get paid twice.
Yeah,
this
well, when you came in there.
Good morning. Good. I'm glad.
Good morning.
Getting some press.
Right, and we want to welcome all of you, mm-hmm. and we try to remember to also thank our sponsors in advance, yes, and then we'll make a mention of each sponsor as the program moves along. A real tragedy took place this past week, last Thursday, in fact, and really has gotten, I guess, the community together. Because the two young girls that were involved in this critical accident were two beautiful young girls, very active in their school, extracurricular
cheerleaders
activities,
at Opposite Catholic and all the clubs.
And very religious young kids, came from very, very religious families, I might add. And then you multiply. The families are so well known, the Jarrell family, and that's Sarah Jarrell is the young lady on the left, and Morgan Adam is the young girl on the right. Mm-hmm. And the William and Catherine Jarrell are Sarah's mother and father, and Ben and Beth mm-hmm. Adams are Morgan's mother and father.
Correct.
And then, of course, when you go a little bit deeper on the Adam side, the grandfather is Gus Dupre, and his wife, Madeline, is the grandmother.
A lot of us know him through when he had the pool company all those years with all
right.
the pools put in at home.
And he's my first cousin.
Right.
So you get into being related. It was just, it shook up. I learned about it. I had taken off for the weekend and was in Natchez, Mississippi, and the phone, I was kept abreast of it by Sarah's uncle, Raymond Aguillard. Mm-hmm. Charles Aguillard, Charles and his wife are grandmothers and grandfathers of Sarah.
Right. And
it goes way back. The Jarrells, of course, Billy and Carolyn Jarrell, the grandmother and grandfather of Sarah, and the uncle would be Bishop Michael Jarrell,
right.
is one of the uncles. So it encompasses a lot of people.
Large number of families.
I went by the wake last night, and I apologize, I didn't get into to see the parents. I did see some of the families. Inside of the building. It was a long, huge line, and somebody let me in through a side door, I've got to be honest. And I had another function to go to, sure. And you were texting me, are you going to be on time? Are you right. coming? And I was.
We had some deadlines yesterday.
And it was just an outpouring of love in the community, and I guess you have to look at it see some bright sides of it. It brought the community together. We know we can get together.
And if anybody's tuning in that hasn't, the two young ladies were in a very bad automobile accident Thursday afternoon, and both passed away from their injuries from the automobile accidents. To kind of catch everybody up.
Both had signed on to be donors, organ donors.
And I don't know the details of that. I know now when you get your driver's license, a lot of times that form is there. So perhaps it was them getting their driver's licenses.
Yeah, because they're very young.
Yeah.
They were juniors at
school.
Opelousas Catholic, I might add. And I understand that several organs were harvested. I think that's the word they use.
Correct, from both girls.
Collected from both girls. And so others are going to benefit by it. You have to try to look at something beneficial, something good coming out of something like this. And that parts of that body will continue living.
And my understanding is, a lot of times you hear about this and you don't know where the organs end up. It's hard to know. But my understanding is they let the family know that at least one person in our community was affected.
Really?
They've let them know that. So
I don't know,
I don't know that they'll know the details. I guess the other family's got to decide if they want to know, if they want to pass that on. But someone even within the community was affected. So that would be, it's a beautiful thing that in a time of tragedy, you've got an opportunity to perhaps help somebody.
Just want to kind of, close. It's not. I cried enough when I heard about it, and then as Raymond would call me, tears would come again. And last night I was able to hold back my tears and visit with several members of the families. And I guess we face things like this in life, and this is when our faith, I think that's the word to kind of close this out on. Keep the faith.
Sunday for Easter Mass, everyone, of course, was in Mass most of the weekend. The girls actually were heading to Holy Thursday Mass, I think, the evening that it happened. Father Brady made the comment that if there's any time of the year that maybe you can find some solace in this, is that it's Easter. It's the time of the year that you look forward to the resurrection. You look forward to, why do we live? What is in store for us? The resurrection is in store. So, if there's any time of the year, Easter is our time of joy.
Do you have the picture of the newspaper, the front page of the newspaper in Natchez? You copied that for me. You made a photograph of it.
I don't think we got that one.
Yeah, you didn't?
That was the Vols Parish thing? Or?
No, not the Vols Parish. I'm sorry. I thought I had given it to you. Mm-mm. Well, after the break, we'll try to get it.
Talking about the ladies and Easter?
Yeah. The front page of the newspaper in Natchez, and I'll make a copy of it. I have it here with somewhere, as I thought I had given it to Mark, and I apologize. Let's get on with some sponsors who make all of this possible.
We can certainly do that. Let's start with, how about Mr. Benny Supermarket over here in downtown Opelousas, man. The weather's good. You're out all weekend playing in that yard. I say playing, you're working, but playing around and planting those flowers and cutting all that grass. Go by Mr. Benny's, pick you up some good pork steaks, all kind of great meats that you can cook and grill and have a good time with, all seasoned and ready to roll. They've got the adult libations in that back corner. Blake's Brew House with all those imported beers, 85 to 90 different types of imported beers back there. You've got Little Benny's Sports Shack where you can get nutritional supplements if you like to work out. 7 days a week, the deli's open. You can get plate dinners, and you can get them to do your catering, from everything from a wedding to just a little handful of things for your baseball tournament that's going on this time of the year. Benny Supermarket. And one more sponsor. Let's go with, how about Steamboat Warehouse? Get mama away from the smell of her own cooking. Go down to beautiful Washington, Louisiana. I went through Washington this weekend, heading to Palmetto for Easter. And I looked at the Steamboat Warehouse on my way through. Great atmosphere, beautiful place right there, made out of cypress, right on Bayou Catawba. You can have great seafood and steaks there, great wine selection. Chef owner Jason Hugate, active in the community, active with his cooking. Go by, look him up on Facebook and see all the beautiful dishes they're doing for you.
That's enough?
Yeah.
Okay, Earl Taylor is having his annual Indian Hills Country Club golf tournament. And of course, that's where it'll be held, Indian Hills, and that's Monday, April the 16th. That would be this coming Monday.
Yes, sir.
The first flight is off at 8 a.m. and the second flight is off at 1 p.m. And it's a good time to come out and visit with many of your close friends.
See your friends
throughout the Acadiana area.
And your donation goes to help all the different charities that Earl's very active in.
That is correct. And then, of course, a couple of weeks, the week after that, starting on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, is the Indian Hills own tournament, golf tournament, and that's to benefit St. Jude's Children Research Hospital.
Correct.
And this is an annual event that was begun when Lee and Shirley and the family purchased Indian Hills Country Club. So another big event on a Monday. Well, theirs is actually Friday night, and then Saturday and Sunday the tournament itself.
Well, we got a note a couple of weeks ago. Our friend Mr. Harold decided to retire from the barber business, and I talked to him since then. Fighting with that arthritis, he decided it was time. Mr. Donald Andrews from Port Barre, the barber in Port Barre, the barber, is retiring as well. 55 years that he's cut hair, and if you're a little boy from Port Barre at all, you've had your hair cut by Mr. Donald over the years. I want to congratulate him. 55 years of cutting hair.
And I can add that we were raised just several blocks apart in Opelousas, and knew him and all the family members for that matter. And Donald has a daughter,
Valerie,
who sings and attends a lot of funerals and weddings, and
recorded some albums and everything.
Beautiful voice. And Donald is just a real good community person.
You see
and
him now?
Very active.
The American Legion.
American Legion.
If you go to any funerals around, when they have the older gentlemen in the uniforms that come out and do the gun salute and all at the military type burials, Mr. Donald's one of those guys. So I want to thank him for that.
We showed pictures of the Port Barre veterans in their uniforms. What 2 weeks ago?
A recent funeral. I know they show up for the Father LaFleur Mass every year as well over at St. Landry. KSLO will see you guys on the other side of 3.
Already.
How about this? We got the Best of Louisiana Music Fest is coming up. That's Saturday, April 21st. It's a week from this Saturday over at the Rice Arena in Crowley. They sent me a nice note. They're going to have Jamie Bergeron, Gino Delafos, Travis Mott, and a whole bunch more. Go out there from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. at the Rice Arena in Crowley.
Can you get a few pictures on the?
I sure can. Where you want to go?
Where do you want to start? What's easier for you?
I'm wide open. Everything's easy.
Can you get the picture of Bobby Duyon and Chet Lee at the barbershop?
Let's see. I got the barbershop right here.
Okay, there he is. The barber, of course, is Chet Lee, who opened up, I guess it's a couple of years now. And he's located right next to Lenny DeVilliers, an investment broker, and same Junior Snyder with Allstate, and then the next medicine shop, that whole little area.
On Union Street across
South
from Durio's Florist.
Okay.
That's a good way to find
and
it.
Then, and of course, that's Bobby Duyon, my good long-time buddy.
Right.
He called me, and after that, of course, we went and had coffee. But Chet draws people. Actually, Bobby Duyon lives in Vermilion Parish and drives several minutes, very satisfied. He had met Chet when he was a barber in Lafayette, and then when things didn't work out the way he could buy the business there, he just opened his own, and doing quite well, I might add.
Well, Chet, make him tip well. He can, so make him tip well.
That's correct.
It's not that, a lot of people go to the barber now, they just pay the price. No, you got to tip the barber.
Got to tip them. If you saw what he does, I mean, he's got a vibrator, he works the hair, the shoulders, the neck.
Man.
Oh no, this is a treatment there. And I think he'll also do the old style
the shave and all with the straight?
With the straight
so he's
razor.
a real barber. He's not just a beautician. He's a real barber.
Real barber.
Good.
And next to him, his sister, Heidi Lee Andrus, now married name Andrus, she has opened up Body Needs, and she's